Hey guys, it's Devin, and today I have a makeup tutorial on this look. It is just really blue. I mean, how else do I describe it? It's kind of like a smoky wing, kind of similar to the look I did a few weeks ago with the Anastasia World Traveler palette, but it's a lot less blown out and a lot more of a precise shape. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial and let me know what you want to see next down below. Why is this chair so squeaky? Why? Do you guys see this one girl right here that's like... So I am going to a really fancy drag show tonight and I want to do like some cool makeup, you know? I've got the general idea of what I want to do, but not like the colors, you know? So I just am gonna place all of my colorful eyeshadows in front of me. And yeah, I guess we're just gonna go for it. So I haven't done a talk-through tutorial like that wasn't a voiceover in a really long time. So I figured we're gonna try to do that today. I feel like they always end up being longer because I'm bad at talking while I'm doing my makeup, you know? But I'm just applying my L'Oreal True Match Concealer all around the eye area to use as a primer and just to brighten up that area. Just going to blend that out. I've been seriously loving this L'Oreal concealer. If you guys you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I've been using this concealer basically exclusively since like July. And yeah, I still love it. So there's that, and it's almost done and I already bought a new one, which is like pretty shocking for me because I usually don't rebuy products. I usually just like try to find another one that's better because usually I'm not like super satisfied with it. So that's when you know. So I'm gonna reach into my Anastasia Beverly Hills World Traveler palette. I'm just going to dip into Soft Peach on a large fluffy brush. Ooh, and just apply that loosely in the crease area. So now I'm just dipping into Noir, just going to get as little product as humanly possible, even though there's still a lot on here. And I'm just going to create a wing line. Hey! So I'm taking a bit more of that shadow and I'm just going to kind of make it more of a wing liner shape and carry it right in there. And yes, it's going to be really messy for now. I need to zoom you guys in. Just that for now. So you're gonna be the difficult one today, huh? And I'm just going to fill in that outer part. Just a little bit. So I'm just going to take my Wet n Wild contour palette and on a fluffy brush, this is still stained from the last tutorial I filmed, but it's okay. I'm just taking a tiny bit of that and just blending it up into the crease. This isn't gonna make a huge difference, but it's basically gonna make it so that there's not like nothing here and then like a ton of color on the actual lid, you know? So first I'm just going to go in with a bit of the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. And just going to place that, a little bit of that right on the lid. Now I'm gonna grab Candy Crush from the Sugarpill Sparkle Baby palette. And just pat that right where I just placed the milk. It sounds so funny. Using that same flat brush, I'm just gonna grab Fringe from the Urban Decay Naked palette. Electric palette, and I'm just going to put that right in that gap between those two colors. Just kind of running my brush back and forth to help blend those together. And obviously it's not going to blend into the black, but don't worry about that right now. Now just going back in with a tiny bit more of Candy Crush and just applying that over, just to kind of make sure those two colors are blended nicely. And now I'm going to grab Azure, which is more of a, these two browns have been, I just called these browns. These two colors are kind of more on the like teal, lighter side, and this is basically a like straight up dark blue. but you know, we're just gonna go for it. I don't know where I was going with that, but it's intentional. That's what I'm trying to say. So we're just taking that on a kind of like a fluffy brush, but it's pretty dense. It's not super, doesn't blend very well, honestly. And I'm just applying that right between the gap between where I applied the darker teal and the black. Just taking that blending brush and blending that crease area again. It's okay if some of the color kind of gets up there, but you just don't want to put anything there. Also. So now I'm gonna go back in with Noir, the matte black, and trying to get a little bit, like a very small amount, because we're gonna kind of do some more detailing work with this. So first I'm just going to go along that initial line, kind of drag it in slightly. Alright, and now I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more of the Azure shade. Just kind of get some more of those blue tones back in there. And now this Candy Crush shade is kind of losing a little bit of the pigment, so I'm gonna go in with a tad bit of Mochi, which is also a Sugarpill shade. And just lightly apply that up until the inner corner. So it's like a nice gradient. So yeah, I did something on the lower lash line and I hated it, so I took it off. So I'm just gonna go back into Azure with this smaller flat brush. Now I'm gonna go back in with more of the black, and I'm just gonna kind of connect that to the lower lash line, you know, like kind of like it's extending from the wing. I'm going to take more Mochi on that same brush, just kind of cleaned off a little bit. And then I'm going to pat that over where I applied Azure and a little bit further in as well. But I'm going to keep this inner portion clean. And I'm just going to set my foundation using my pressed powder. And I'm going back into my Wet n Wild contour palette. Just gonna take the highlighting shade and pack that right in this kind of triangle area. Also gonna put that under where I'm going to contour. Just contouring my cheekbones as well as the sides of the nose. And then I'm going to go a little bit along the jawline. I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to go into this Pixi bronzer. This is the shade Summertime. I'm just going to apply this to the perimeters of my face. This is a shimmery bronzer and I usually steer clear of these, but you know, something is telling me to go for it. I am going to a drag show after all. Now jumping back to eyes, I'm just going to take this white eye pencil and do my waterline with it. I'm going to apply a coat of my mascara. And I'm going to be using some pretty crazy lashes today, so just want to coat these to make sure that they don't stick out. While I'm waiting for my mascara to dry, I'm just going to apply highlighter, and I'm going to go in with my MAC Soft and Gentle. And I am tapping my fan brush to kind of make sure you get some of that glitter out so it's more shimmer. Yeah. Then going along the Cupid's bow and the tip of the nose as well. I'm just gonna go in with Kat Von D's Belissima. We got some strong cheeks on today. So I'm just gonna use my House of Lashes lash adhesive to apply my House of Lashes Pixi Luxe lashes. So really quickly, as I'm trying to put these lashes on, I realized that the band isn't hidden at all, so I'm just taking a little bit of that black shadow and just dragging it right against the lash line. I'm feeling it. So I'm just applying MAC Whirl on the lips. So that is it, you guys. That concludes this tutorial. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down below. If you like this video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can check out all of my social media as well. There are links on the screen as well as down below. That is all I have to say. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.